Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And now, what you've been waiting for all year long, WrestleMania results. But you already knew that. Okay, prior to WrestleMania, they had two dark matches. Since they cut one match out of the show, it was a U.S. title match, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Well, Sheamus retained. And Great Khali won a battle royal. He was throwing Sheamus out of the ring last to win the battle royal. Let's see. In the first, Sheamus retained his United States Championship against Daniel Bryan in a lumberjack match after the match was fought to a no contest. Then the second match was your annual over-the-top rope battle royal, which saw Great Khali last eliminating Sheamus to gain the victory. Okay, John Cena news. He will have a role in Fred the Movie 2, and was filming scenes at this past week's report, the Wrestling Observer newsletter. America Beautiful was sang by, what's her name, to start WrestleMania. Okay, since this is a WrestleMania start, Rock comes out and tells the fans, when he says yabba, they say dabba. You know the Flintstones saying? Well, that's what he was saying. When he says wrestle, they say mania. First match, Del Rio versus Edge for the world title. Guess what? Everybody predicted Del Rio to win. Not. Okay, Edge comes out first for the match, as well as Christian, and then Del Rio with Brodus Clay enters via his personal announcer. Then the event guy announces them yet again. So each match was announced twice. Rio starts off working on Edge's arm, since it's the injured arm, for a few minutes. Then Edge counters by throwing Rio out of the ring. Edge went for Rio, but Rio moved, and Edge struck the barricade. Rio applies an armbar. Edge got up. Rio pulled him up by his hair, then threw him down. Pulled his arm across the ring ropes, then got him in the ring. Attempted a fall for a 2 count. Rio went working on the arm with kicks and punches, went for a dive on Edge, and his ducks as Rio out on top floor. Then Edge went diving and misses as both are counted out to the count of 7. Both back in the ring as Rio went for an armbar again, and pinfall got a 1 count. Edge with a forearm to Rio, and then with a clothesline as Edge goes to Rio, counters with armbar breaker across the knees. Rio then applies his finisher, but Edge makes it to the ropes with his feet. On the break, Edge went to dive off the top rope, missing Rio, as Rio went for a pinfall. But Edge got his foot on the rope, but referee didn't see. Ricardo removed them, and then Christian got involved and knocked Ricardo running around, and got a hold of Brodus, and they went out of the ringside. Back in the ring, Rio applies his spinning armbar finisher, but Edge counters into a reverse sharpshooter. While Christian and Brodus try to get attention, as Christian was up on the ring apron, well, Brodus pulled him back down, so there wasn't no actual touching involved in the match. Then let's see. Okay, while that is happening, Edge catches Del Rio with a spear for the pin and win to retain the title. The ending of the match was at 6:36. Edge then went up the ramp to Del Rio's Rolls Royce and sets his title on it, and then grabs a chair. teases to hit the car, but drops the chair and then starts kicking the door a few times. Then Christian comes up as Rio is crawling to the car, as both Edge and Christian are demolishing the windshield now. Edge then stands on top of the car and poses. Rio walks up to the car with a fake cry look at 6:39 p.m. And that was into that segment. Tough Enough was advertisement for tomorrow. Was shown. Match number 2, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Cody out first wearing a hoodie and a face mask, his plastic face mask gear, as they show footage of past week's events leading to this match. Rey out with new gear, wearing red, white, and blue outfit. Mask looks like Captain America. Rey and Cody go at it while Cody is still wearing his hoodie. He gets the upper hand and removes it after he nailed Rey with a shot to the head using the protective mask. Attempted pinfall early with Cody on Rey. Cody headlock as Rey countered to get thrown to the corner, delivering a kick to the face, as Cody just gets away, and then a Alabama slam on Rey. Cody sets Rey on the second rope, delivers a leg drop on his back, and then applies the nerve hold on Rey while he's on the ground from behind. You know, trapezius muscles. Okay, Rey counters this, gets in the corner and got a shoulder lock and a head scissors combo. Then they both got on the ropes, and Cody delivers a superplex. They get back to the center of the ring, and Cody went for the crossroads, but Rey threw him out of the ring, and Rey went after him. As they got to, the referee started getting to a 5 count. Rey from the top rope, then does a thread press running shoulder block. Cody then countered a wheelbarrow DDT into a back suplex. Rey was up and kicked Cody to the ropes for the 619, but as he went for it, Cody caught his legs and starts striking Rey's knee brace off, or as I say, stripping Rey's knee brace off. Rey rolls out, rolls out and gets the shoulder to the gut on the ring apron. And Rey tries taking the mask off. Cody lands off of Cody, and it succeeds, but Cody stopped him momentarily for another kick to the face. Rey has Cody's mask and starts using it. He puts it on his face and starts using a headbutt all over the place. More beating on Cody. And got a 2 count. Another kick to the face. Now Rey has Cody's mask on and using it again for headbutts and more beating on Cody. Got another 2 count. Cody slid outside where he grabbed Rey's knee brace as it was laying down. As Rey dove head first out to catch him in a clothesline or body press. And Cody nails him with it, and Cody dragged Rey back in the ring and got the pinfall. Since the ref wasn't even looking because he got distracted with something on the other side of the ring, then Cody gets the win by hitting him with the knee brace. Cody won the match at 6:59 p.m. Snoop Dogg backstage with, I call him Peanut Head, as the player manager on SmackDown, and to set up a rap challenge at 7:01. And Snoop and player are the judges. First up was William Regal. It played for like 15-20 seconds. Snoop said, nope. I said, next, please. Khali with the blonde chick. I didn't recognize who it was. And Snoop says, nope, next, please. Then they go to Zack Ryder, his attempt. Then Hot Rod. Then someone else attempted "We Will Rock You." I didn't see the face. The "We Will Rock You" song. Then Hornswoggle appears, tries his luck as the judges Snoop and Peanut Head just leave together as Horny lip syncs a song sounded like Snoop Dogg, and that ended at 7:04. Okay, next up was your tag teams match, your 4 versus 4 or whatever. It was advertised the Core versus Kane, and Kane shows Santino and Kozlov. Well, Kozlov was recently injured due to storyline and replaced by Kofi Kingston. And this match starts at 7:06. Core was out first, and the faces were quickly out. Kofi was last, as Kane and Show were first, and for their team, then Santino, when he started off, Santino hip tosses Heath down, immediately tags Big Show. Well, not much of the match at all went from there, as Zeke came in, and he hit Big Show with his finisher. Kane comes in, he hits Zeke with his finisher. Out then comes Wade Barrett. He gets a move in, the big boot, and knocks Kane out. Then Santino comes back in and delivers the Cobra, and then Big Show nails the knockout punch for the pinfall on Heath Slater to win the match at 7:10. Rock and Eve are backstage talking about making a memorable moment with whoever comes around the corner. And guess who appears first? Mae Young. They talk strudel. Rock was confused about this for about a second or two. You want to talk about the strudel? Mae tells Rock he's not the great one because she's the great Mae Young. Rock says, yeah, he agrees that you're the great Mae Young. Again, he will make a memorable moment with whoever comes around the corner, as May has already left, and then it's Stone Cold, and then they shake hands, and that segment ends at 7:12. Next up was announced Orton versus Punk. Then they show footage of their history shown at 7:13, all the way up until 7:17. Orton versus Punk at 7:18 starts. Let's see, entering the arena. Match officially started at 7:21. Punk out first, then Orton. The ramp was about 100 foot to the ring from the stage. It was a very long. The Punk didn't take long at all. Maybe a minute for his music and everything. Orton took like about 3 minutes. Yes, I was writing the time, and this is my official report on my own. Okay, starts off with an Irish whip and a clothesline from Orton, but on Punk, over the top goes another clothesline right after him. Irish, landing on his bad knee. Punk crossbody on Orton back in the ring off the top rope to get a 2 count. Punk stomps on Orton's knee. Punk tried a sleeper on Orton. Orton countered with his backbreaker. Punk back up, and Orton tried kicking Punk, but caught him. Punk caught it and hyperextended the leg, injury on the knee even more. Sets up Orton in the corner and went for his knee to the head. Punk drags Randy to the ropes, sets up the Tree of Woe as Punk, then drops a foot to the solar plexus as Orton upside down. Punk picks up Randy for the GTS, only to get a 2 count. Punk goes back up top as Randy is on the mat. Punk too slow as Randy nails him in the back, nails him back down on the ropes. Randy goes up top for the suplex and nails it perfectly for a 2 count. Punk rolled out of the ring to pull Randy's foot to the ring post and then applies a figure 4 on Randy while outside the ring. Back in the ring, he now punches the knees of Orton. Punk applies a knee hold submission on Randy, but he ain't giving up that easy as Randy punches his way out. Scoop slam by Orton, punches by Orton on his head for a 2 count. Punk kicks Orton in the side and then applies the Anaconda Vice on Orton. But Randy is able to roll to the ropes. Randy counters a suplex to throw Punk from the apron onto the ring post and sets up his push-ups and the Viper attitude. Stands above Punk, goes back to the corner, went for the Punk kick, but falls off of his feet due to his knee injury. Punk is now up, but walks slowly to Orton. Then the Viper strikes with RKO out of nowhere as Punk rolled Orton poses. But I believe at that point I misdid that. Punk was on the top rope, going just like Evan Bourne does with just a splash type of move. Well, RKO out of nowhere. And gets a pin. End of the match at 7:35. Orton poses for the crowd on the ropes for his celebration until 7:37 p.m. Then they cut to the back with Mean Gene and Rock as they comment on Cena's Cena for a second. As Pee Wee Herman says, "You can't see me." Something Mean Gene said, or Rock said. Rock says, he knows who you are. You're Cena's #1 fan. And Mean Gene reappears wearing Cena gear, all of Cena gears, t-shirt, headband, sweatbands, and armbands, and what have you. And then Rock tells him if he needs to be a man, he wants to be a man. He tells Pee Wee he knows what he has to do, and Pee Wee says the Rock's catchphrase, "If you smell what the P is cooking." Yes, he said P. What the P is cooking. And I made a laugh out loud comment on that. Then this segment at 7:40 p.m. Then they show a video package of the history of WrestleMania at 7:41. Announcing the Hall of Fame class of 2001, all of them had their own star to stand on the stage, and that segment ends at 7:44 p.m. Then they come up with a WrestleMania recall with Jerry Lawler and Jack Swagger with Michael Cole from last week's events footage, ending at 7:47 p.m. All right, up next is Lawler versus Cole match set. As the announcer Booker T is called to the ring action, as well as Jim Ross himself. And he finishes the WrestleMania from here on out. Michael Cole down to the ring wearing his high school wrestling attire in bright orange. And uses the catchphrase, "Can I have your attention, please?" Saying what they both have in common of Lawler and JR, they both are overweight and are both over the hill. It reminds us that it is both their first WrestleMania, and JR to return to his barbecue sauce, and everyone will proclaim Cole as Mr. WrestleMania. Jerry King Lawler is out wearing new Evel Knievel-like gear as he removed it to his classic wrestling attire, black tights. King makes his way to the coal mine at 7:57 p.m. And they go at it. Because Cole is had climbed over the railing, the very top of the coal mine, as he's getting to coal, and slams his head into the glass of all four sides. And Lawler climbed over, as he climbed over to get in, like I just said. Now they make it to the ring, as Swagger slams Lawler on the ring apron, while Stone Cold didn't see it. The match did not officially start at that point anyways. Okay. I lost my spot. Okay, now they make it to the ring. They Swagger slams Lawler on the ring apron, but Stone Cold didn't see it. Cole distracts Stone Cold quite a bit in this match, while Swagger applying the ankle lock, as he finally let it go when Stone Cold came back to check on Lawler. King is back in the ring. Cole stands on his knee. Cole wraps King's leg around the bottom rope and Swagger tells him what to do. Cole put Lawler's foot on the rope and Cole then went kicking on the foot. Actually, he took a couple of steps back, similar to Randy Orton, and then Punk kicked his foot off the ropes. Okay. Alright, where was I? Okay. Cole botches Swagger's rope splash as he's afraid to jump back off the ropes. You could see it because his knees were shaking, his back was shaking, everything was shaking. Cole punches the knee and stretches the leg and releases it finally. Cole then imitates King by taking his shoulder strap off down and then applies the ankle lock. Not very good at all. As you can see, there wasn't no actual pain going on in this move. Well, Lawler kicked loose. King on offense now with stomps. Swagger throws the towel in for a give up, but Stone Cold not allowing it. Swagger came in and Stone Cold stuns him. Stone Cold asking him if he wants to submit now, as he's laughing. But Cole begs him no, he doesn't want to submit. I want to continue. Lawler then punches him, knocking Cole on the mat. Lawler grabs his head up 3 times for more punches. Then Lawler goes up top for his knuckle punch. Then pinfall. No! He pulls him up again, and Stone Cold laughs as King makes Cole tap many times as he puts him in with his own ankle lock. And that match ended at 8:09 p.m. After the match, Stone Cold celebrating in the ring with Lawler with a beer fest, but Booker then comes in for his famous Spinneroonie, now called the Mania Rooney. After he finished it, Stone Cold delivered a stunner on him and celebrated with more beer. GM announcement, Josh Matthews starts reading the note, and due to ref overusing his authority, he disqualifies Jerry Lawler. King comes up to Matthews and drags him to the ring as Stone Cold delivers a stunner on Matthews. More beer celebrating. Stone Cold leaves on his ATV since I didn't see him enter the ringway with it anyways. King back announcing it now at 8:15 p.m. Fan access footage showing all the events that they enjoyed while like playing Miz is playing golf. He made a putt. Then he did a Chichi Rodriguez imitation with the golf club, doing the little circle back in the side. Okay, Kofi. They showed Kofi teeing off a shot, and even Booker T got some golf in, or at least they showed him dragging his bag. It's a rolling bag. And Michael Cole actually signed one autograph. And he even said it's his first autograph. And many other things showed until 8:18 p.m. Next match was your match of the night. It went about 30 minutes or so, right on the dot. Taker versus Triple H. Footage highlights at 8:20. No holds barred match. Triple H versus Taker. Scarlett Armstrong was the referee. Triple H out first at 8:26. Then Taker at 8:31. As it took him 3 minutes to get to the ring, then they did the traditional stare down, and the match starts at 8:32. Back and forth punches on Taker got the control by throwing Triple H over the top turnbuckle and the ring post. Taker threw Triple H into the steel step, separating them. Taker removed the top of the announcer's table, but Triple H put Taker through the coal mine, kicking it down completely. Well, it wasn't all the way down completely. It was like in 2 pieces. They just fell apart. Both make it to the ring. Taker shoulder blocks, getting up setting up old school, but Triple H counters, throwing a Taker off the rope, and then he threw him out of the ring. Actually, clotheslines him out of the ring. Triple H threw Taker into the ring barrier, and then counters him, throwing Taker off the rope, and then he threw him out of the ring. Triple H threw Taker into the ring barrier, and then started disassembling the announcer's table, with a monitor setting up Taker for the pedigree, but Taker counters pressing Triple H on the floor. And it was supposed to be a back body drop, but Taker did the full turn. It's almost like the Attitude Adjustment just throws him over. Okay, and I lost my spot again. Alright, Taker back in the ring till he went for a splash over the ropes onto Triple H on the floor, right beside the coal mine. That's split in two. Taker slams Triple H's head on the steel steps, setting up the tombstone pile driver, but Triple H reverses it, and Taker comes back at Triple H, and Triple H takes Taker through the announcer's table. Triple H drags Taker back in the ring. Taker chokeslams Triple H. or punches from Taker, headbutts Triple H. Counter by Triple H, pushing Taker in the corner with punches. Taker sets up the 10 count punch, standing on the ropes. Taker counters with a bomb, but Triple H catches it and scoop slams Taker. Triple H to the floor for a chair. Since it's a no holds barred match, it's legal. Taker called Triple H first with a punch, and that dropped the chair. Now Taker with the same chair and nails it with Triple H's back, and then taunts him to get up, and Taker went to hit him again and knocked the chair, but he knocked the chair loose and delivers the pedigree for a 2 count. Triple H picks Taker to the top rope, tipped a suplex, but Taker countered with a flying buster. Then tombstone, but Triple H kicks out of the pin. Went for a second one, but Triple H counters with a DDT. Triple H with 2 pedigrees, and still Taker able to roll out. Went for number 3, and still Taker kicked out. Triple H frustrated, and he grabbed the chair that was still sitting in the ring, though it was bent a little bit, and he hit Taker's back 6 times. As both guys are tired, as neither of them are getting up for quite a while. Triple H to his feet first, still with a chair and nails. Taker in the head now. So I wonder if Triple H gets fired from the headshot. Triple H taunts Taker some as he goes for the pedigree, but Taker catches his neck, but Triple H knocks Taker down and then picks him up. Delivers his own tombstone pile driver, but only gets a late 2 count. Triple H outside the ring now grabs his trusty sledgehammer and goes back for Taker, but counters with a triangle choke. Triple H sides Taker over, but he can't get to the hammer. Taker applies more pressure to the hold, still within reach of the hammer, but Triple H couldn't take it anymore, and then eventually tapped out. Pyro goes off, showing 19-0 on the screen at 9:02 p.m. Both guys still out as Triple H is to his feet first, and trainers are looking at Taker. Triple H holds his arm as both head out of the ring. Triple H waiting for Taker. He was going to shake his hand the way it looked, and the referees are not allowing that. As Taker tries to get up off the floor, but falls back down, and looked under the ring for something, but nothing was there. And then they bring down the mobile small truck, flatbed truck, and lift her with a stretcher on it. And they toted Taker to the back, and that was the end of that segment, and that segment ended at 10 minutes after 9. And now your Don't Try This at Home segment video. And then they announced April 1st, 2011, next year's WrestleMania announced at 9:11 p.m. Tag team mixed intergender match at 9:13 p.m. Vicky comes out first with her team of Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool. John Morrison was out first. Then Trish came out with her team member Snooki to her own music. The gals brawled before the bell rang and the guys had to break it up. Trish and Michelle started things off. They battled it out. McCool gets thrown from the ring and Trish goes back in the ring. As Lay Cool recuperate outside, Morrison starts at pain on Ziggles as Michelle's getting in the ring and okay. And starts at pain on the outside of the ring on to Dolph Ziggler. And Trish is tagging in Snooki. Snooki goes to do some type of gymnastics move. Then goes look like she was coming off the ropes and delivered a splash for the pinfall. Springboard style for the pin, and it ended at 9:20. The approximately amount of people, as they said, that were in attendance was 71,617, and I don't know if that's a record for indoor attendance or whatever, but that was the figures they announced in the Georgia Dome. Then they showed events leading to Cena versus Miz at 9:24. Then they started the match at 9:32. Since all that footage landed up all the way up to 9:32. Championship main event match: Cena versus Miz with Alex Riley. As I predicted, Alex Riley does interfere in this match. Miz was out first with Alex Riley. Then a video package of Cena starts playing to rapper DMX's Prayer 3 track. The video shows various clips of Cena in and out of the ring. Video ends with a lot of boos starting from the crowd. Then their choir breaks out in a gospel version of Cena's song. And then Cena's actual song plays, comes out, and he's coming out at 9:33 p.m. The match officially starts at 9:36. Miz starts off with side headlock. Cena with a hip toss to counter. Then they go for the test of strength. Cena kick over Miz's hand into a headlock of his own. Miz hip toss him into the corner. So there's a counter to each other's move. Miz lands a slide corner clothesline. He lands on the middle ropes, in other words, the middle where he jumps off and gives him a clothesline with his feet landing on the second ropes. Cena with a gut-wrench powerbomb for a 2 count. 5-knuckle shuffle from Cena, but Miz counters with his finisher for a 2 count. And Miz again with another move for a 2 count. Cena STF on Miz from nowhere. Miz makes it to the ropes. Miz throws Cena into an exposed turnbuckle for a 2 count. Miz went for the skull-crushing finale, but Cena countered out, and Miz strikes the referee. Since Cena actually pushed him, there was no disqualification. And Alex Riley gets involved and nails Cena with the belt. Riley pulls Miz on top of Cena as the ref was getting back up. And an attempted pinfall only gets a 2 count. Now Riley is on the apron again, distracting the ref as Miz grabs the briefcase and tries to nail Cena, but Cena nailed him instead as the ref attempts the 2 count. Miz clotheslines outside the ring, and the audience, Cena clotheslined the Miz outside of the ring, and that's where your match officially ends the first time. And the referee counts them both out and calls the match a draw at 9:51 p.m. Well, this brings out The Rock as his music plays, and he's down to the ring, and then just as he's hitting the ring, the Raw GM announcement sound told, Josh is about to go to the computer. No, Rock says no. He's got this. Let's see. Then he starts reading it and starts off. He says, "I believe this." He's reading it. I'm gonna go back to it. Rock's music plays, and he's down to the ring now. Then the GM announcement. Rock grabs it instead of Cole's tutor, and starts playing off. Well, he starts to change the match due to outside of interference. Well, he puts it in his own words, anyways. It doesn't matter what the GM thinks. Closes it, slams it down, makes it back to the ring. The match now will restart with no time limit, no DQ. And then The Rock delivers rock bottom as Cena coming in the ring. And then Miz enters and pins Cena to retain. And that match ended at 9:56 p.m. Miz then celebrates as Rock comes back and stares at Miz and then runs the ring, tosses Miz around and gets a spine buster on Miz. Sets up the people's elbow at 9:58. Rock goes to the top corner, poses, and that ends your pay-per-view at 9:59 p.m. End of pay-per-view. Thanks for viewing. See y'all. See me tomorrow night when I do the Raw report on my Shreveport Connection site. Thank y'all. Have a blessed weekend. Even though it's WrestleMania weekend, not worth the $60 that everybody else paid for it. I watched it on online.